Right now, I'm feeling like somebody is getting richer from the experiences that they're going through. I feel like somebody has to learn how to go with the flow because everything happening for you right now is happening because you manifested it. Maybe you don't understand the ins and out of everything, and that's for a good reason. You're not meant to be stressed out, but everything happening is for a good reason, and I feel like it has something to do with your wealth, like you're getting richer. Yeah. And also something about your positive mindset. I feel like somebody is bullying you right now, and it's almost like every time they look in your direction, you get richer. But you don't know that, or maybe you don't see it happening right now. But at some point, the way you get paid is going to be based off of these experiences you're going through now. Maybe you're going to turn it into a career, but you're going to be so grateful for everything they did to you because at some point it's like they're nowhere around, nowhere to be found, but you have a whole reservoir of things to look back on and make the best of your situation, whatever this new situation is. Maybe it's boredom. I feel like somebody's moving to a big house that's in an area that's not very busy, uh, kind of isolated, but it's beautiful. It's just a lot of people don't live in this area or something like this. And you have the potential of being very bored, and I feel like the people who do live around you end up getting on drugs or something, but because you have so many memories of the past, you can turn these experiences into something creative. Your memories are so valuable, and that's what you're going through now, because I feel like I'm looking into the future right now. The memories that you're making right now are so valuable because wherever you're headed is going to be like none of this is happening. Almost like somebody living in the ghetto and then they move to an area where there isn't much going on. And the people who grew up there are very bored and they wish that they had an interesting background. But you do. And maybe this is something you're creating right now. I'm also saying a lot about love. So maybe this love of yours is with you right now. Maybe you two are going through this together. But I also feel like even if you aren't together, you're still experiencing it. Basically, whoever this is turning you into somebody. So just go with the flow because this is only for some people, but he's creating a woman of his dreams and somehow you got caught into this manifestation. So he's turning you like you love him enough to respect whatever this person is going to be that you're turning into. I feel like you can trust him. This is for Christ for some people. For some people, Christ is the only man in their life. And he is turning you into the woman of his dreams. So don't be afraid and just hang in there. It's really real for some people. All right. So that's really intense energy right there. And just keep doing everything the way you're doing. You're doing just fine. Your emotions are part of your makeup. And this can be taken in every way. Well, there's only two ways that I'm really seeing it. Makeup is in a foundation, like a cover girl, Maybelline type of situation, as in is making you beautiful, and then makeup like your DNA and just how you are when you take that Maybelline off. You're still beautiful. God is making you into this beautiful woman or man. This could be any gender. And also God is coming to you through different ways, like he's ministering to you through the trees. He's ministered to you through the way people behave and interact with you. And there's a lot of signs happening. I feel like somebody is asking for a sign. It's all about your energy and your emotions. Your thoughts are connected to your emotions. You telling yourself it's okay to feel this way because the way you feel is very beautiful. And you can use people's jealousy as a sign that you are beautiful, because otherwise they wouldn't have no reason to be jealous of you. I mean, I feel like there's a lot they could be jealous of, but your beauty is the main thing that they're focusing on. And the fact that they cannot look like you, they can't even replicate the way you look if they were using makeup or a 3D printer. It's just impossible. And maybe this is somebody, maybe somebody's using this for maybe somebody's getting richer because it is. But something about this love, this love is like a magician. I feel like he's like almost like casting spells, but really he's praying for you, and he just sees your potential like something you probably never really got a good glimpse at because you're constantly dodging bullets. People are so jealous of you, they're constantly throwing attacks. But these attacks at some point are going to become your pentacles. This is going to be your material that's going to make you rich. And you're not going to be new at this. It's nothing new here. Like, I feel like you're going to be an expert because everything you're going through is part of your career. It's part of your chosen path. So if anybody asks you a question or try to doubt your authenticity, I feel like you could just roll your eyes at them really and just walk away. Like, obviously they're not serious. If anybody doubts you, they're not a serious person. They're just playing games, and that's the first clue. When dealing with business partners or anything that has to do with anything that has to do with business or money, somebody, a potential client or something, if they question like, well, how long have you been in school? How long have you been doing this, that, and the other? They're just playing games because it's very clear that you are an expert and you have the power. You have the passion. It's almost like questioning an artist. How long have you been an artist? Like, if that makes a difference as to whether or not what you create is art. It's like, it's just games they're playing. And that's how you know. But whoever I'm talking to, you already know how to tell when somebody is not serious. And this lover that came in and put a spell on you, or basically he what's the word, like attached himself to you, imprinted on you and made you his. So for some people this is Christ. For other people this is a physical person. Somebody who loves the Lord and has the power to make you his woman. I feel like it's almost like you're growing out of his hip, like you're growing out his side, and his thoughts are going to be your thoughts. Christ said, "My thoughts are not your thoughts." But I feel like for this man, you two are going to get to be so close, but also like he's controlling you. He's controlling your mind, and this isn't for some people. This isn't for everyone. This is for some people. Where he's actually controlling your mind. It's I feel like it's his aura that he's got you just wrapped around him. Because most people can't get this close to you. Most people don't have this effect on you. And for some reason he was able to get past your barriers. And this is the power he has now to seduce you. But this is love between you two. Look at this. There's lovers in this smoke here. This is God's calling. I feel like this is Christ in this picture, who's making sure that you two have the environment that you need to grow and prosper in this new place that you're moving to. Even in a mental mindset, is not being so quick to judge. And you can let people be flicked and distorted in the background, because that's what's happening. I mean, in reality, you might feel like they're just out of focus, or maybe you need glasses, but really you're seeing 2020. You're seeing very clearly these people are just distorted. They don't have, you might have to look it up, look up the science behind this, but they really don't have skin. Okay. So you have more ambition and you have more focus where you can drive towards your own goals and make that connection with reality. These people are not grounded in reality. So yeah, they are walking around like smoke creatures. But look, even in this photo, you see these people, they're surrounded by smoke, but they have outlines. You can clearly see what type of people they are. But your environment is not able to hold this form when they get around you. And that's why they try to attach themselves to you, because they want to go for the ride. But they're not part of your life, and they never will be. So I feel like whoever this is, you knew walking into the situation that you were gonna have nothing to do with these people, and you already knew from day one that they were trying to attach themselves to you. Brand new strangers trying to act like they know you since day one. They do whatever they can, and they played themselves because you never let them get attached. They will attach to anything. If you even blink twice in their direction, they're gonna act like y'all soulmates. Okay, they're addicted to you. But I feel like whoever this is, you know how to maintain the distinction and the separation between these psychopaths. They're lunatics. Almost like the living dead. Because I'm hearing somebody say, I'm alive. But it's like they're not living though. They just pop up out of nowhere. Like possums, they play dead and then pop up out of nowhere and try to act like they're your best friend. But you can tell they haven't been doing nothing for the last 50 years. And then they pop up out of nowhere like they've been by your side this entire time. That's how crazy they are. Because you know good and well you don't know these people from a can of paint. But the way they look at you is like they trying to talk to you. Like they think you can hear their voices or something. Like they think you can read their mind and hear their thoughts, but they're not thinking nothing. They just want you to put thoughts in their head. They want you to create something out of nothing because they can see that you had a potential to create something out of nothing. So they trying to be your friend, like out of nowhere. These people are exhausting. Don't give them time. Don't give them the time of day. I'm hearing by any means necessary. All right. Even if this means you have to go mute for a couple of years and not speak to nobody and nothing. That's how crazy they are. They're completely insane. And I feel like there's no amount of medicine that can bring them back to reality. That's why they're the living dead. Because doctors, they don't even try to help these people anymore. All they do is sedate them. So they could be on like antidepressants or something, or whatever you want to call it. It's basically horse tranquilizers just to get them to shut up and mind their business at the end of the day. Because otherwise they would be in the street 24/7 hooting and hollering like animals. But that's another story. They are really deranged. And I feel like whoever this is, the area that you live in currently, this could be for so many people right now. The area you living in is almost like a mental institution. Like if the street names were Psych Ward, 34th and Psych Ward Street or something, like it's really like a mental institution and everybody is crazy. Everybody is crazy. Anybody who stops you on the street trying to talk to you is insane. They don't have nothing new to add to your life. They don't even know that they're a problem. All right, but that's enough. Just ignore them because this is how they are. Once you start to give them energy, they start to gather around you. All of their thoughts are negative. They don't have a single positive thought. That's why they don't like looking in the mirror. Because then all they do is attack themselves. They hate themselves. They hate everything. Yeah. That's why nobody wants to deal with them. Almost like demons in the attic. Like somebody bought a new house and they got an attic that they don't go into. Or just like the space above the roof, above or just below the roof and above the ceiling. This is where they hover. They're stuck up. They don't have no range to their personality. And that's why they pop out of nowhere. And some people, yeah, they need sedatives because they can't calm down. And whoever this is a father. This father is sick too. Something about his train of thought. Like he can't think his own thoughts. So he's always trying to ride somebody else's wave. And then act like y'all thinking the same thing or y'all from the same soul tribe or whatever. But he's just crazy. This is so much honesty right now. Is a father and a daughter. They both crazy. I mean, crazy, bat crap crazy. Okay. And you can see it in their eyes. They can't focus their own thoughts. They always looking to you like what to think next. And you already know, I feel like you play with these people's emotions. You already know that, you already know how to make them explode. It just proves that they don't have control of their own emotions. So whoever your soulmate is coming in, whoever you're about to link up with, knows exactly what you've been going through, and I feel like you can see it in his eyes that he has a soul. This is unlike anybody you've ever seen, unlike anyone you've ever seen before, because he has a soul. Is all in the fibers of his being that he's a living soul. He's a living human being, and this is unlike anything you've ever encountered. His identity is nurturing to you, but it's something about him being frugal. He said, "Go ahead and settle into love." Like, get ready for him because he's coming. Like, already behave as if he's there. He says, "Settle down." It's not settling down has nothing to do with marriage. It's about you being comfortable with yourself, loving yourself, knowing who you are. He said, "Go ahead and settle to watch a movie." Like, start the movie basically. He's right in the kitchen getting the popcorn ready. That's how close he is. And he knows where you're coming from. He knows what you've been through. I'm seeing a romance very clearly. Romance is coming in. Fortune is coming in. He said, "You mean so much to me." All right. He's on his way and he's very determined to reach you. I don't think I like this very much. All right, that's your hater. Your hater is also very close in the corner, hating on life. This also could be somebody that attached themselves to you, somebody you've been looking out for because you're just a nice person. And this person has been hanging on to you. I feel like it's somebody with a lot of issues that you overlook. You forgive them because you feel like nobody is perfect. This could be a best friend, but somebody who has nothing but negative things to say. And sometimes you stay around this person just to remind you to be grateful. You build the willpower to stay positive because you just see how weak they are, how restless they are, how anxious and insecure they are. This also could be your lower self. It's possible that your lower self is not ready to settle down, but you want to settle down. Like, I feel like you're gripping the ground right now. Something about 10 toes down. Like, you're forcing this stability. You're forcing this courage and this confidence for some people. Something about being loyal. It's like either way you're loyal to this soulmate coming in, this love, this romance. Somebody is loving God, loving Christ, getting closer to Christ. But it's something about your lower self that you're dealing with. Something about being humble. Yeah, like you have to be humble because you admire humility. And somebody's presenting obstacles. Like, you don't want to become one of these stuck up people. There's so much here. Something about you going on a journey. You're going on a journey right now. Something new is happening for you. Okay, what kind of a journey is this? Where are you right now in your journey? Because I feel like you've already started this journey. I feel like you might be the Fool's card right now. You got King of Cups, Knight of Cups. I feel like you're the next step after the Fool's card. What is that? The Magician. So that's where you're at. It's somewhere in here. I know we pulled it. There it is. You're the Magician here. All right. So let's find out a little bit more about this. We'll see what kind of entities. Could be a starfish. It could be somebody who's being celebrated or is more authentic than someone faking it till they make it. Yeah. Okay. So this is the person who's pretending to be. Okay, this is the person who was pretending to be dead. The lower part of yourself who is afraid of being liked because it's nothing but lions around you and they want to eat you. They like you because they see that you can nourish their soul once they consume your energy. And so it's like, well, you already know what's going to happen if I come to life. If I really come to life, I mean, I'm not afraid to come to life, but whatever happens, happens. Almost like a deer in headlights. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for men. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the people hunting you, trying to hunt you down. I just feel like the blessings that God has for you is more important and more worthy of your time than whoever's hating on you, because they are nonstop and they don't get any type of satisfaction in life. So they really don't know when to quit. And at some point, they just like addicts. Somebody saying you owe them money, but they wander around from person to person saying that they owe them something. They feel like the whole world owes them. And you're going through a transitional phase. If they think they can feed off of you, then that's exactly what you're doing to them. It's going to be reversed. God is reversing whatever curses they throw at you. You're going to be reborn and start to think differently. So it's almost like alcohol. If they feel like they're consuming you, like they're going to get drunk off of your energy, you're eating them from the inside out. And it's going to be way worse, way, way worse for them. Because they have a problem with minding their business. Whoever these haters are, they really have a legitimate problem with minding their business. And there's no drug in the world that's going to make them focus on themselves because they hate themselves. But I feel like you put in the work to combat this negative energy and you're using it. You're using it for your own success. Because these thoughts, they were surrounding you at some point. 8 of Knives. You were in the center of the situation. But then you learn how to use this negative energy around you to trap the devil. Culprit, the cartel. I don't really know all of the jargon for that, but instead of dealing with the guy selling nickel bags, you're gonna go for the guy that's actually cooking the crack or whatever. The demon that is in control of these demons, the devil that is in control of these demons, that's the one you're attacking right now. That's the one you're killing. Separating yourself from Satan, and then whoever thinks that they can attack you is just sitting in the background, realizing that they have to wait for their master. They have to wait for their master to come feed them. They got a bowl that they eat out of, but they watch you eat in the wild. They got a bowl of water. They got to drink out of this bowl of water, but they watch you drink from the river. And maybe in another world they would have been hunting you, but they're not allowed to hunt you because they're in a cage. And maybe their master is never coming. But whoever it is has to wait one way or another. They have to wait for their blessings while yours are pouring down. Almost something like instant gratification. Because you get it right away. But they have to work for it. And this is because they didn't work for it in the past. It's karma. They're getting their karma. So let's just pull a few shadow work cards. This is definitely about what you're doing with these negative thoughts. Because the negative thoughts are going to keep coming. And realize that they are that negative thought. The demons are the negative thought. And they reach up as high as they can, hoping to reach you, hoping to push themselves to you and pull you down. But they can't. So they just keep reaching up and falling. And I'm also feeling like you can go as low as they go and lower. You have full range of your emotions and your thoughts. But they get stuck. They want to be stuck on happiness. They get stuck in sadness. They can't move around on their own. They have no control of their nervous system. But I feel like you're a magic in the light and in the dark. You can make magic out of darkness. You can make magic out of light. You can make something out of nothing, nothing out of something. So you can make these people disappear. Literally. They don't exist without you giving them attention. And they didn't exist before you showed up. I feel like whoever this is demons. They're following you. 6 of Cups. And something about you just miss it. Like, almost like they telling you exactly how they feel, but you don't care. So they just go unnoticed. And that's exactly how it is with this negative energy. You could just ignore it and it disappears. They don't get to share their story. Because the devil don't care either. Nobody cares about them. Except for Jesus. And this is the one they reject. This is the one they nail to a cross. They're hopeless. And I feel like whoever it is realizing this is a blessing for you. Because now, and you might have known it right away, but now you don't have to worry about them. And you the picture like, I'm really going to help people. I'm really going to be nice. I'm really going to add to this community. But they're a community of hating lunatics. And they're drowning. And they prove to you time and time again that they don't support you. They don't really want nothing to do with you. They just want to corrupt and consume and corrupt your energy. Right now, way off. And now that you realize you don't have to deal with them, you can focus on yourself and your love. He says, settle into love. Settle down, start the movie, because he's coming. He's on his way.